Good morning. Friday morning, and I've got the morning to myself in the workshop, which is great. Look at this, which is great. And I'm getting on with these benches. I've got to do some sharpening. I've got some legs to turn. Do you want to see the legs? And I've been trying to turn these for a while. So here are the legs. I've got to plane these down and turn them. So I've got a fair bit to do today. 6 of them for this one here. Holes already done in there. Before that, I've actually got to take apart one of the jobs that was done last night by one of the guys. I'll show you. So this is a nice little dovetail chisel box by Adam. And we put it together. Adam wanted to know a good way of actually clamping them together so that the pressure was in the right place, and we've just put on there, just cut these little pads down so that the pressure can be applied right onto the dovetail against the shoulder of the pin piece, and that means that you've got a really good, nice tight joint here, which is good. Yeah, it should work out all right. Anyhow, that's done. Needs planing and whatever, needs all cutting down, and so that'll look good next week. This box is going to have a bottom that will be glued and probably doweled on the bottom, slightly dovetailed the dowels so that the bottom can't come off, so no metal, so that'll be good. And the lid is going to be a piece that sits on there but with a lip all the way round so that it locates within it. Let me show you. There you go, there's one here similar. So look, there you go, a lip all the way around so that it just locates and it's on, and that's it. So that's what's going to happen with that. Right, let's get some sharpening done, because those two need sharpening. And I don't know whether I'm going to be using this bit, but I thought, well, if I set this up, we'll see if it's of any use. Not easy really to see what I'm doing. Basically we're sharpening these two, and my Preston and my Stanley number 4. So I haven't got my camera stand set up because it's set there because I'm doing some turning in a bit. So it's just on a tripod that I've got. Let's see what we can do with this. So there's my water. Right, let's put that there. Is that in the way there? Right, I'll put it over here, out the way. There's out the way. Okay. Right. Strip down my number 4. I like to strip them down like that so that it's easy to just take everything apart. Be careful blowing on them sometimes because you can leave moisture on them. This is, oh look, interesting. Look at this. There's some shavings in there. So some have sneaked by. That means I'll have to have a look at the cap iron unless it's loose. Oh, it sounds loose. And yes, I've got an old screwdriver that fits. That'll be interesting. Yeah, someone's got stuck behind there. I need to double check that. Let's just check it against there. Maybe I'll just take a bit out the middle in a bit. Right, sharpening. Done this before. I've got sharpening videos. Just look in my playlists, there are sharpening videos. I'm going to put that like that so I don't hit this. I don't spray the water. I like the water to come out of the top of a loose bottle lid. The Stanley number 50 honing guide. Very good. Yeah, you're still playing. Okay. Let's try and hurry up and get this done. So put that on the back of there, push it against the bench, 25 degrees. As you can see, that's level with the bottom of there when it's square, so that's done. Tuck this out the way, put your fingers behind it like so, and then you can start sharpening. So just hold it to the right hand side, hold it a little to the left hand side. I can see I've got some steel coming off already, and I'm just flitting from one side to the other. In that going from one side to the other, the middle is also getting sharpened, and that's it, that one's done. There you go, that one's done. Oh, sorry. And then I set it to 30 degrees. I was just going to do the other blade, but I might as well leave it in there. Let's get a stone. This is my 10,000 grit Naniwa stone. I've set that, as you know. Can you see? Let's move you over here a bit. There you go. I've set that, as you know, to 30. It's a smooth cut iron, so I should show you that this iron has got, it's laminated. So you can see a line across the middle, going from here across to there. That's the, it looks like it's the change in direction actually to the 25 degrees. Right, so now I can just pull it back, move it over to the other side. So I'm on the left, put the weight over to the right. When you've done this a few times, you can get used to pulling the wheel off, and it just comes off the stone slightly. Maintain the angle, nice. It's only cutting right on that very edge. When I say the cutting, I mean the stone is polishing that 30-degree bevel, which was almost a point. I think that's it. Let's have a look. If I hold that, there you go. There you go. See the white light zipping across? That is the honed edge. Oh, it's really hard to show you. Anyhow, there's a little burr on the back, so I just pull the back over, a couple of times, that'll do. That plane is sharp, that iron is sharp. I'll reassemble it and we'll have a go in a minute. T for top. A line on each face to show when I've planed that face, and when I work my way round I can see so I don't go too far round. Awkward bit of wood because the grain's going this way on here, it's going that way on there, so with a freshly sharpened plane we'll see just how well it does. I'm going to take it this way first. About 8 each side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And I'm looking for the 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8. I'm looking for the fact that this end is tapered. This end is more tapered than this end. Ends up 1 millimetre off each face more than this one, so it works out pretty good. The grain is going everywhere. Ripping that out. Look at that. Wow. Really harsh. That's it, one done. There you go. Next. Right, so the jig, this little guide is for there, and I've gone round there, so that's the shape I want, and I've gone around there and marked those, and I've done all of those, so now I can do some turning. At this end, I've got a notch in the spindle there. See that there? I've got a notch in there. So that I find that, what I do is I put that top dead centre. So when I'm working on this, and I've got a pencil line on here at top dead centre, which means that if I take it off, do something and then put it back on, I know it's going back in the right centre, in the right place, so I can continue turning and it's not slightly off, just in case. So that's why that's there. That's there you go. Can you see that? Right, so that's there. Right, now I can start turning.
that.